In the heart of Lagos, where money spoke louder than words and luxury was a lifestyle, the Lima family reigned supreme. They were not just rich, they were unimaginably wealthy, owning oil companies, real estate empires, fashion brands, and even a private island off the coast. Their name carried weight in every elite gathering, every political meeting, every high society wedding. But amidst all their grandeur, there was something unusual about the Lima family. Something people whispered about but dared not question. They were all bald, not just the men but the women too. Every single member of their bloodline, from the oldest patriarch to the youngest child, was bald and gleaming. It wasn't sickness, it wasn't genetics, and it most certainly wasn't fashion. It was something far deeper, an unbreakable vow, one that had kept them swimming in riches for generations. Decades ago, the Lima ancestors had discovered a terrifying truth, a mystical revelation, that bound them to their baldness. It was said that in a time long past, an old priest had blessed their first forefather with boundless wealth, but with one eerie condition: your lineage shall prosper beyond imagination, but hair shall never grow upon your heads. Let it grow, and fortune shall decay, and so, the vow was made. From birth, every Lima child was shaved clean, taught to embrace the baldness, conditioned to see it as their strength. Whenever they walked into a place, heads turned. People gasped at their sheer presence, the shimmering designer gowns, the diamond-crusted watches, the polished, glossy heads that reflected the sun. Most wished they could be part of their world. Others feared them. Then came Oma, the jewel of the Lima family. Oma was beautiful beyond words, a princess of wealth, adored by many. Wherever she went, the air shifted. Even in Lagos' most extravagant parties, she stood out, turning heads even among those who thought they had seen it all. But beneath the sparkle of diamonds and silky designer dresses, a longing brewed deep inside her. A yearning that grew sharper when she entered university. For the first time, she was away from the strict confines of the Lima mansion, thrown into a world where hair wasn't just accepted but celebrated. Girls her age wore braids, curls, wigs, and extensions that flowed like rivers of beauty. She saw them giggle as they styled their hair, felt their joy when they dyed it vibrant colors. She envied their freedom to choose. Oma wanted that. She wanted to feel the softness of curls against her face, the weight of braids swinging behind her back. She wanted to run her fingers through thick strands and feel her scalp come alive. One evening, away from the prying eyes of her family, she picked up her phone and called home. "Papa," she said, voice trembling, "can I grow my hair?" Silence. Then came a thunderous "no." Her mother took the phone. "Oma, never ask this again. Never, my child. You know our vow, but why?" She pleaded. "What will happen?" "It's just hair, Mama, do not disobey us," her father bellowed. "If you grow it, something terrible will happen. You will lose everything." Yet, in that moment, all Oma heard was fear, fear that had controlled her family for generations. Fear that bound them to tradition without question. Fear that suffocated her freedom, and something inside her snapped. Determined, Oma walked into the campus shopping mall one evening, and made her decision. She bought strong hair growth oil. A voice kept telling her, "You're a Lima. Don't apply it," but Oma said to herself, "I don't care. I'll apply this hair cream on my head." She eventually applied it. And so, for the first time in Lima history, hair began to grow. It started as a soft fuzz, tickling her scalp. Then, within days, silky strands flourished. She was so excited. As the hair grew, she went to the salon and braided them. She gasped, the weight, the movement, the magic of it. She had never felt so free. The hairdressers cheered, her course-mates admired her transformation. Even some students stopped to compliment her new look, but back home, things took a different turn. A week after Oma had braids for the first time, the Lima mansion trembled, stocks crashed. Properties caught fire. Their businesses faced lawsuits. Jewelry was stolen. Even their prized Rolls Royces were mysteriously vandalized overnight. Lagos was in shock. How? How could the untouchable Lima family suddenly crumble? But the Limas knew. They knew the curse had been triggered. Uma's hair had broken the vow. Desperate, her parents called her. Uma, please, come home at once. Cut your hair. No, she whispered. I won't. Her father was breathless, her mother in tears. You don't understand. Our wealth, our power, it's disappearing. Uma swallowed hard. She could hear the chaos in their voices, the panic, the devastation, and she realized it was all true. The vow had bound them. And now, because of her choice, it was breaking. She had to make a decision, one that would determine the fate of her family, her legacy, and her own identity. Uma stood at the airport gates, gripping the handle of her suitcase tightly. The weight of her decision pressed against her chest like a boulder. She had defied her family's vow, embraced the forbidden, and now, the consequences had come crashing down. The flight home felt endless, her mind racing with thoughts of her parents, their fury, the chaos unraveling back in Lagos. Would they ever forgive her? Had she truly doomed the Lima legacy? As soon as she stepped into the grand marble flood mansion, she was met with the piercing gazes of her parents.